in the game of stakes, we established that the council, which are the C-suite executives, the diplomats, investors, founders, we established that they do not buy products, and we established that they buy conviction. But this actually leads to the most important question. Now, if conviction is the only thing that matters, how do you measure it? Because most people actually treat trust and conviction as soft skills. They treat trust and conviction as a feeling. They treat it as magic. They treat it as something that makes you feel good. And you see, in business, soft is just another word for not valuable. I mean, this does not mean that you have to be cold, or this does not imply that or this has nothing to do with the fact that I'm speaking this way, or I decided not to smile, or decided not to be soft in how the world sees it. I mean, it's just this is my personality. Anyway, most people actually treat trust and conviction as soft skills, but we believe that it is a strategic failure. And at the Mohgix Institute, we actually see conviction as the hardest asset on your balance sheet. Now, it is not art, it is math, right? And we call it the calculus of conviction. Now, calculus means a system of calculation, and it is the framework that we actually use to measure the financial return on trust. Yes, the calculus is the framework that we actually use to measure the financial return on trust. So I believe you may be asking, how do we calculate trust? So I need you to understand that we do not measure the feeling. We only measure the outcomes that the feeling produces. So we measure the outcomes that the feeling produces, right? Think about this. When an investor has 100% conviction in you, when an investor has 100% conviction in your idea, in your startup, what happens at the fundraising pitch? I'll tell you what happens. Now, it is no longer a pitch. It becomes a confirmation, right? The time it actually takes to close that deal, the sales cycle, it collapses. Now, from 6 months to 6 days, that time you saved is the measurable assets. Now, when a client actually has conviction in your value, they stop debating your price. They don't debate your price. You don't have to justify your premium, right? Your fee is no longer a cost to be negotiated. Then it becomes an investment of a guaranteed outcome. And that pricing power, that is a measurable asset. Now, when your team has absolute conviction in the mission, they stop being employees and they become partners. They innovate, they take ownership, they protect the vision. That is a measurable asset. So, the calculus of conviction is our system for turning trust from a nice to have into your single most powerful economic driver. Now, it is what allows you to architect a proposition anchored in proof that makes the yes the only logical conclusion. Now, I need you to understand that it is not magic, it is a methodology and it is mathematical and logical.